In the pursuit of peak athletic performance is often the case where an athlete intensely focuses in on their physical development, physical conditioning, or technical skills. As a mental performance coach, I focus solely on helping athletes to build their mental game, and in that process, developing the tools and techniques that are going to help them to really truly explore their highest potential. One of the most often overlooked tools that can be transformative and impact your ability to perform at a high level is self-reflection. I've seen it time and time again with clients, how the ability to have formal and thoughtful and mindful self-reflection can really elevate their performance and help them bring their best, not only in the high-stakes critical moments, but day-to-day in practice, which is the building blocks of those bigger moments and bigger performances. So let's look at some good practices for self-reflection that's going to help you elevate your game. Self-reflection is the conscious and deliberate process of thinking about and evaluating your thoughts, actions, and experiences. It's more than just pondering past events. It involves a deeper level of introspection that goes beyond the surface. Athletes who engage in regular self-reflection develop a heightened sense of self-awareness, allowing them to better understand their strengths, weaknesses, and areas of improvement. So here are some best practices for self-reflection. Number one is creating some form of routine. This is very, very important. You got to make this a habit for yourself. And creating the routine is so important because one of the most important things with self-reflection is the consistency with which you do it, as it is for all and any mental skill. So make sure you find a routine, and it can be obviously in the morning or in the evening, but definitely kind of find it when it's going to be valuable for you. If you're wanting to do it after practices or after games, obviously that's going to maybe influence when you do it. You might want to do some self-reflection just around your day in general, which I have a lot of my athletes do. So again, just make sure that you find that time and place. And I think that's really, really important because too often this is the thing that makes sometimes, putting focus and following through with the mental skills and the tools that are necessary to really build your mental game kind of is challenged at times because there isn't the same time and place as there is to go and develop your physical skill. You have a time and place to go practice, time and place to go do your conditioning. So really making sure you have that time and place for your self-reflection is also going to be really, really important. Number two is use of a journal. Maintain a reflective journal. Writing down thoughts and experiences provides a tangible record for review and analysis. It allows you to track progress, identify patterns, and gain valuable insights over time. This is something I have all of my clients do. I actually give them journals that are a little bit more structured based off of the work that we're doing. And again, this kind of helps them. Same with what I said earlier about time and place. Having, a journal, a book where you're keeping your thoughts, keeping, what you're reflecting on and the notes that you are making is going to really help you to follow through with it and keep it consistent. Number three is create some guiding questions. So it's really important to maybe create a series of thought-provoking questions to guide your reflection. Some examples of what these questions could look like are: what were the high points of today's performance? What challenges did I encounter and how did I overcome them? How did my mindset influence my performance? Number four is find solutions. So once you've reflected, it's really important to then also take that next step and find solutions. And I hone on this a lot with my clients is they've done maybe some self-reflection, especially around maybe an area that they want to improve on, maybe they didn't like in their performance and they want to get better at. And it's great, again, to reflect, to identify, very, very important. But now super important is to take that next step and to actually lay out a plan on how you're going to address that. How are you going to make this now better? What is the solution? Is there something you need to practice? Is there something you need to do on your own time? Is there something you need to do before your next game that maybe you forgot to do in your last game? Maybe there's a technique you need to start implementing within your game or competition. So really important to, now that you've identified something and reflected on it, to now put things into motion, because that's going to help you to now move forward and again, help you to also now take your focus from what's happened in the past and now drive your focus back into what you can do to become better and get back into that present moment and focus your energy and time and effort on what's going to help you now to improve. And then number five is celebrate successes. Acknowledge and celebrate achievements. And I've mentioned this before, the small wins matter. No matter how small, it's important to reflect on the success, because reflecting on success fosters a positive mindset and reinforces effective strategies that contribute to the accomplishments and contribute to what you're looking to do long term.